What kind of gives you confidence that Scallywag can push the likes of Oats and Angie this year?
Oh, we've done a lot of sailing this year, and crew's been all together. Most of the crew went down the world with us as well, so boat's in good shape. So it's a Hobart race, anything can happen.
Any major modifications to the boat over the last 12 months, don't you?
Yeah, quite a few. Yeah.
Any you can tell us about?
New rudders. They've just gone in the boat the other day. It's made a huge difference to the balance of the boat. But wait and see. 1 in 5 chance.
What will we see from Scallywag this year? Different.
Hopefully we'll finish, won't we?
That'll be good.
Yeah. We had unlucky last year, broke a bow spread off, and we were in really good shape in the race. So, but done enough of these to know you don't get ahead of yourself. See what happens.
Was that sort of the attitude you're going into this year?
Yeah. I think some of the other boys might be a bit tentative. They've had Wild Oats has obviously broken, and they've done an amazing job to get back together. But one of the things with the hundreds is you learn when to take the foot off the pedal, and the longer you keep it down, the better you go, but you might break. So it's all about confidence in your equipment, and this is probably the first time we've ever been very confident in our equipment. You know, with the boss SH has given us a great budget, all new sales, all new equipment. The boat's in the best shape it's ever been. So, you know, I've always said I'd rather be lucky than smart. So hopefully we get a bit of luck this year and see what happens.
So it's in the best shape ever. Does that mean you guys have the best chance of winning this year, then?
Absolutely.
You've done some big races this year, Rolex Fastnet race for one. I know you're a little bit disappointed with how you went there, but you keep coming back to the Hobart. What is it about the Hobart?
It's the great race.
Yeah,
it's the great race. You know, we did the Rolex Fastnet race, and the transatlantic was a good hit out for us. It was 11 days, had 3 days of 40 plus, so we're pretty confident in the boat's ability now. But you know, we've been doing this for over 20 years, so let's see.
The boss used to live opposite here or something, didn't he? How much is he driven? How much of a goal is it for him to win this race?
Oh, so SH is very excited for Hobart, and as Woody said, the guys have done a lot of sailing this year, and the boat's in the best shape it's ever been, with the best crew we've ever had. So he's super excited for tomorrow, and more importantly Hobart.
Will he be here tomorrow for the next couple of weeks? Or?
Well, he'll be back and forward, but he'll be here tomorrow and he'll be here for Hobart.
We've obviously, conditions play such a role in a race like this. In recent days or weeks, we've had a lot of, with the bushfires and all the smoke and everything like that. How much of a role can that impact a race? From a layman's point of view, can it impact the race?
Oh, the bushfire's making a huge difference to the weather system. Part of the problem is, this time of year you normally get sea breezes, which is built from thermal from the west. All this smoke haze is holding up the sea breeze a lot. You've seen over the last 2 weeks the breezes are forecast to be a normal sea breeze, and we're not even getting half the strength. So, but again, it's a Hobart race. We're likely to turn up here on Boxing Day, and we're going to start in a 35 knot southerly, but that'd just be fine for us too.
Yeah. Does that impact what sort of choice you have with sails or any equipment at all?
No, we've got a whole new sail wardrobe from Norse, and we've gone very simple. So we've got the least amount of sails than anybody, trying to keep the weight down, and so every sail we've got we take, but we don't have too many. Probably got less than most.
Big boat's obviously not really an indication of the Hobart, because it's really just a little sprint around the harbour. So is it mainly crew training and stuff like that that's the most significant thing you get out tomorrow?
Oh, the most significant thing we get out tomorrow is support SOLAS. It's obviously quite close to Scallywag's heart, and obviously it's an opportunity to raise money and get awareness, but also for the other charities. I mean, SH and the team, we support the Great Barrier Reef Foundation, we support the Clearly Foundation, which is about getting, there's 2.5 billion people in the world still can't read simply because they can't afford a pair of glasses. And then also, obviously there's another one, Autism on Water, which is we support as well. So SH and the team are pretty heavy behind supporting charities. He's also started a foundation, CYCA Scallywag Foundation Hong Kong, which gets underprivileged kids into sailing in Hong Kong. We've had like 200 kids through the program already, and that's shows the commitment of the boss. He's just not about the top level of sport. He's pretty making sure he ensures grassroots has a future as well.
And it's a great opportunity to get together as a team and have a run around the harbour.
Yeah, the boss will be driving, so he'll be spurring around. He's looking forward to it. He lands this afternoon, hopefully he'll have a big smile on his face. That always helps.
So what will you be doing tomorrow on board there?
Oh, what I normally do, not much.
And how have you guys sort of noticed that the bushfires have changed operations, say, since last
Oh, the boys have got to wash the decks twice a day instead of once a day. But that's about it, really. Yeah. But obviously we, you know, we feel for all those guys.
Yeah. No, there's been some activities that SH has been doing discreetly and members of the team to support the Rural Fire Service. So it's obviously something that we're very thoughtful and care about.
And the way that, you know, it's sort of shaping that sea breeze as you sort of talked about, is that something, you know, you guys have to be really on top of, and, you know, watching bushfires come through and how it's all sort of acting in order to prepare for something like that?
No, I mean, anybody that tells you what they know what's going to happen on Boxing Day is, you know, I've been quoted before to say that weather routing's always a fugazi, so it's just not real. So you do enough of these, you realise you just got to deal with what you get when it comes and do the best you can.
And just one other, there's going to be about 160 boats there. I guess you guys are going to be on the front line. Does it make it any more different or hazardous at all getting out of the harbour when there's so many boats there?
Well, to us there's 5 boats. You know, 20 seconds after the start there's 5 boats, so it doesn't really affect us, but it's fantastic for the sport. I mean, 75th will be a big year. I remember doing the 50th, so you know, we better get a win here soon. I'm running out of time.
Yeah, look, it's a hard race. It's pretty competitive, and the end goal here is the Rolex Sydney to Hobart, so it's about keeping the boats apart, having a good race and trying to put on a show, really.
We were sort of talking before with Scallywag about, you know, the bushfires and how that sort of affected preparation. I mean, how's that sort of, you know, weighed on your guys' mind, and, you know, how it's sort of affecting the sea breeze leading up to Sunday?
Well, you know, we're always conscious of things like that about, but that's a completely different thing to what we're trying to do here. We're in a pretty serious business of trying to win a race, and there are 5 boats that are all capable, and in fact 5 of the hundreds have won Hobart, and I think most of them have also had a turn at the Big Boat Challenge, so that keeps us focused on the sailing.
Mark, very close last year, of course. Are you confident you can just bridge that gap and get there first this year?
Which race are you talking about?
The Hobart.
The Hobart race? Yeah, look, I mean, I think it's no secret we've put a huge effort in this year. We've been going since we finished last year. We've basically gone a whole year, rebuilt the boat, remodelled the boat, reconfigured everything, changed a couple of crew, and, you know, we've done the most sailing out of everyone by a long distance. So, you know, we're hungry to go one better, but it's still a yacht race, and we're just going to have to do a good job on the day.
Last year was such a close finish. Do you think there's anything that you can learn from that, such a close finish, that can help prepare you for the possibility of it this year?
Yeah, we learned that we need to get serious about it.
We've got to be faster. In this business there's a lot of luck, and luck in conditions, and lots of things, lots of variables, and you know, we've just got to, as I said, there are 5 that have won it already, and we've just got to try our hardest and hope that we get conditions that match our boat.
David Witt, Scallywag.
Hello, mate.
Okay, Scallywag, welcome back to Sydney. Hello, mate. It's good to see you.
Yep, happy to be here. It's pretty smoky, isn't it? Jeez.
Mate, it's look, you should have been up at 7 o'clock yesterday morning. It was horrendous.
I was up at 5 o'clock yesterday morning.
So was I.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
Mate, how's the boat?
Yeah, really good, Jeff. Really good. Tomorrow will be a bit interesting. So, that boat's in best shape it's ever been. Crew's the best crew we've ever had. So, you know, see what happens.
I hear you can drive it in a straight line these days.
Yeah, Andy DeVell designed some new rudders, and the boat was so out of balance after that Fastnet race. As you might have saw in an interview, I was scratching my head. And
yes, you're not a happy boy.
Yeah, the rudder stocks were in the wrong position, the blades, and there was a few things went wrong, and so we built a brand new set of rudders. Went in the boat the other day, and it's made a massive difference.
And your bowsprit?
Bowsprit's good. It's we don't want to break it, but you know, it's fine. It's done the transatlantic, the Fastnet, the Caribbean. We've had sails off it and 40 knots going across the Atlantic, so no problem with the bowsprit.
Well, mate, you fixed the front and the back of the boat. Yeah, what about in between?
Yeah, no, we're all good. You never know, do you, Jeff?
No.
We'll be there or thereabouts.
And now tomorrow with the big boats, you know, I know it's only just a fun race around the harbour for you. You know, you just want to tickle up a few spectators.
Yeah, well, the boss is going to be driving. SH is going to drive tomorrow.
You haven't shown him the spectator fleet?
Oh, well, he was on board that day too, so he knows all about it. He might try and do one better, maybe.
Oh, don't,
you know?
don't.
No, we'll be all right. But you know, yeah, no, it's just a charity day, right? Doesn't really mean much. But I think looking at the forecast, it's only going to be 8 to 10 knots, and I think I might put a bet on us before tomorrow.
Mate, last year before you broke your bowsprit going out of the harbour, I was watching you against a couple of the other big boats who are the form boats, or were parenthesis form. You took a little bit of a speed out of them and raced past very quickly.
Yeah, the smart punter will be on that, won't they?
I shouldn't have said that, should I?
No.
Because I haven't got my bet on
I better
yet.
go and get my bet on now. Yeah,
I'm with you.
I mean, we're pretty. It's 1 in 5 chance, obviously, but we're pretty quietly confident. We know we're pretty quick.
So what sort of crew numbers are you taking?
19.
19.
19. Yeah. I think I counted this morning. 12 of them have either sailed around the world with us or were on other teams around the world, and then the other 5 are former Olympic sailors or. But the best thing about the Scallywags is we've been sailing all year. I mean, these guys have only done a couple of races.
Yeah, you've been all over the place, haven't you?
You know, the boss he's been great. He's given us a good budget, brand new set of sails, plenty of sailing. You know, a bit of transatlantic. That was 11 days at sea. And this is going to be a twilight race compared to that.
Of course.
So, and the good thing about that is, apart from the crew work and everything, I mean, all the top boats have got best good crews, but we can have a lot of confidence in the boat. You know, we've really, one of the main focus this year, apart from trying to make it go quicker, has been making it reliable. And touch wood. I think we got there.
Yeah, mate. You're using North sails?
Yep. Got a whole set of sails from Squark and Coggo. And one of the areas where I think we'll be really strong is sort of in the light air breeze under 10 knots. I know the other boys have moved their rigs back and everything for hard running, and they'll be better than that, but not always hard running all the way, is it?
Mate, you seem to be a bit of a hard running specialist anyhow, so I wouldn't worry about that.
I mean, you've just got to get to Tasman Light in with a chance. You know, you get to Tasman Light with a chance, and as you know, anything can happen up the Derwent. But you know, I think I'd be more than happy to go up the Derwent against the other boats in 5 knots of wind, I can assure you.
Well, and truly, you know, especially in the light airs, you'll be very well set.
Yeah, we're with the lightest boat, and apart from Comanche, we've got the tallest rig, so that might tell you something.
Mate, that all sort of getting to where you want it, don't you?
Yeah. I mean, this time last year we blew up our sails. We didn't even have any sails, and you talk about the speed we had, not just upwind but even downwind. We borrowed that sail from Christian Beck. Yeah. We managed to catch blackjack and go past them with a sail that didn't even fit the boat. So I'm sure the new North gear is going to, make a huge difference.
Mate, good luck for tomorrow.
Thanks, mate.
And I'm sure we'll talk to each other before the race.
Yeah, we'll have that beer. We might have that dinner.
It's a fantastic idea, and good luck, and we'll see you tomorrow night.
Good to see you, Jeffrey. Always good to see you, son.
You too, mate.
Good on you, mate. Cheers. See you,
Thanks,
buddy.
buddy.
No worries.
Mark Bradford, Blackjack, Squark, you've done a bit of work on the boat this year, haven't you?
Yeah, Jeff. Yeah, good to see you.
Good to see you too, buddy. All the best.
Yeah, we've had a big year this year. We sort of made a commitment early in the year in January to try and push closer to the front, and made a huge commitment in terms of boat building, which kept the industry in Australia going most of the year, and since then we've done a lot of sailing, so yeah, we're in pretty good shape.
So what have you done? Any specifics? Just be able to give us some idea?
Yeah, look, it's kind of not really any secret. It's the same vein. It's been an interesting year actually. We copied Wild Oats a bit and they copied us a bit, so we extended our bow, put a fuller bow section on the boat, left the ribs and the carcass of the boat the same, just pulled the shell off the outside and extended the bowsprit just to buy a bit more geometry and get the end of the spinnaker of the downwind sails further away from the mainsail.
That's interesting, isn't it?
Yeah, well, look, I mean, the skinny boat in particular, if you can get the front of the spinnakers further away from the mainsail, you can ease the mainsail. So downwind, we were a couple of knots off the pace, and we feel like we've probably bridged that gap a bit.
And might get all the pressure out of the rig.
Well, it's just about easing the sails, yeah, and not having sails over trimmed.
So, how many crew are you taking this time?
We're going to start with 18. 18's been our number for, the bulk of the campaign. Yeah.
Is Peter going?
Yeah.
Oh, great.
Of course he's going.
There you go. I thought it just
can't take the boat sailing without Pete.
No, of course not.
No.
Oh,
He's a key
great.
part of the project, and he's been involved in all the thinking and the
Great.
planning, and yeah, he's very hands-on.
That's excellent.
Yeah.
And what else has been your plan for this year and next year?
So we'll do. We'll get through this year and get the thing to Hobart hopefully. And you know, as we've seen in the last few weeks, these boats are hard to keep together. So the priority is just about keeping the asset in good shape and the people in good shape and getting to Hobart, and then we'll ship the boat to Europe at the beginning of the year and go and sail on the Med next year.
Will you be back for Hobart next year, 2020?
I don't know yet. Hopefully we can get it done this year and we won't have to come back, but you never know.
Okay. Well, good luck.
Thanks, Jeff.
Good luck for tomorrow.
Cheers.
Thanks, buddy. InfoTrack is back again. Tony's in from New Zealand. Tony, welcome to Sydney again, and
yeah, thank you very much. It's like it's becoming like a second home at the moment. It must be third or fourth year actually out of Volvo in between one of the Hobart build-ups, so I missed 1 year recently. But,
how many Volvos have you done now, mate?
6.
6. Oh, that's one too many.
Yeah, I think some might say it's 6 too many.
You going around next year?
No, I don't think so. It's time for the younger guys to have a crack, and different boats now, of course.
I've asked that question of many people in this sport, mate, and I guarantee you it's about 60-40 as to telling lies at the time. They actually did go. So.
No, I wasn't even meant to do the last one, and somehow I ended up doing it. So no, I think this time seriously, it's done. Yeah.
All right, now back to the big girl. You had a good race yesterday?
Yeah, we've had a good weekend actually. We had 2 races here locally in Sydney. Off the coast we had a good hit out against Blackjack, so it's been a little bit of a match racing for us. They got the better of us on lighter conditions on Saturday and beat us by a couple of minutes at least, and then we had a good hit out yesterday and a little bit more wind, and managed to get a win over them. So it's been really good for us, really good for them as well. Squawk was saying they actually got a lot out of it as well. So they, you cannot do enough sailing. It's like anything. If you want to get better,
That's
you
right,
just got to do
well,
more.
Conditions vary all the time, don't they?
Yeah, it's a shame we just couldn't get more of the boats out. Yeah.
Because you've got a big girl there, haven't you, under you?
Yeah. I mean, the boat is now the oldest, probably nearly the oldest boat in the fleet. I guess all the other ones that were made were actually older, have all been modified so much they're essentially new boats. So it's old school, old tech. It's and we haven't really done anything to it. It's we're running on a pretty tight budget. Wait and see what the performance gains are of all these other boats, and maybe come up with a plan. Maybe we can do something to try and step it up for next year.
So do you think that the fleet's going backwards or forwards, or is it?
Oh, well, I mean, like anything, if they look like they're going forwards, reaching and running, from what I've seen. The skinnier boats, and look somewhat similar upwind. So I guess you'd have to take that as a gain. We haven't really had much of a line-up with the Scallywag yet, other than last year. And obviously Comanche's Comanche, I know that boat very well. So
well, you were part of the building of it, weren't you?
Yeah. So that's a pretty good, cool machine.
Yeah.
But it's probably not well suited for sailing here. The racing here is predominantly all VMG sailing up and down the coast, and it's designed for reaching. So and reaching only. So. If it was ever a reach all the way down there, no one would see it.
No, that's right. Yeah, well, that's right. Well,
it'll be like 7 or 8 knots faster. Yeah. But we're happy with our boat. We're hoping for an upwind.
Yeah.
Always are. Yeah.
Well, of course.
All the way there, it's a bit boring, but it'll suit. I think it'll suit us and Comanche. So and then it just comes down to who holds together.
So, do I ask you, have any crew?
Yeah, look, we're re-evaluating that a little bit. I'm going to actually have a talk with Joe actually about that today. We're on the entry list. I think we've got over 20. We just raced on the weekend with 13 on Saturday and 14 on the Sunday, and the boat feels a lot better. We're battling weight, basically, that thing.
Sure. Yeah.
So with the less crew, it's quite a dramatic difference, quite a different feel. The yacht is actually quite a bit better, so we won't be doing anything as radical as that, but we might try and trim it down a little bit.
Should about what, 15 or 16?
Yeah, well, we have to have corporate guests anyway, so maybe we can do something, just trim it down. Yeah. We did the SOLAS Big Boat last year, I think, with 31 crew, and the thing didn't move. So we have a big crew, I think, tomorrow as well. I think we're into the 20s again.
That's good.
But it's a fun day and a corporate day, and we just hope for some wind.
Now the Hobart race, you all organised for that? Is it all?
Yeah, it's coming together.
Away?
It's coming together really good. We've had the international crew here since December 4th. We have basically been sailing and working on the boat every single day up until December 15th, and then we put it to bed. And so we've had it'll be a pretty good build up. It's a delicate balance between training, getting the system, checking everything, and sailing, but at the same time we're also wearing stuff out, so we just got to be a little bit wary of that we don't end up wearing stuff out that actually hurts us when we get into the race.
Names? Any big names with any Spit Hills or anybody like that? Or?
No, we are a little leaner this year, so we have got a couple less internationals. We've also got Bradshaw Kellett, who's now doing his debut as a navigator for the 100, and he's been doing a great job so far. So that's probably our biggest change.
Dad's footsteps,
Yeah. Well, he knows the boat very well and been sailing with it both as when it was called Loyal and now. So that's probably what we'd call our biggest change.
And what about you for the next year? What are you going to be doing?
Well, I'm busy with various other sailing in Europe, and I'm also involved in a big Swan 125 footer that's getting made at the moment. It's a racer cruiser boat. It looks like a giant InfoTrack, if I had to describe it. It's really big boat.
Whereabouts is that?
It's getting built in Finland at Swan.
Uh-huh.
It's going to be racing in Europe. Get launched later this year, so I'll be involved with that, with the sales on that side of it. And with the with the early stuff with the concept and systems.
Yeah.
So
mate, well, it sounds like you've got it all planned for the next 12 months.
Well, yeah. I mean, we'd love to, be doing something with InfoTrack for next year too, and try and get that boat chopped and changed, or do something that would be ideal.
It's got a checkered history though, that boat, hasn't it?
It's won the race. It had the record for a split second.
Well, it's really,
yeah.
So it's lost its mast. It's rolled over. It's done all sorts of things.
Yeah, it did. It sure did. They were very lucky, I think.
Richard Branson speaks well of it.
Yeah. It's it sure has. I mean, it's braced. I mean, it's had a few records. That boat. I think it had the Caribbean 600 record for a while. Hobart record, so it's still got pedigree, and if it's in the right conditions, it does very well.
Well, good luck for this one.
Thank you very much.
And we'll see you at Hobart, and
you got it. Yeah.
And we'll have a beer.
Yeah, you got it.
Thanks, Tony.
Look forward to it. Thanks, mate.
Well, Mark Richards from Wild Oats, you've had a pretty busy 3 weeks.
Yeah, well, look, our shore crew certainly has. I mean, it's been an amazing effort by the whole shore crew team. To do what we've done in 3 weeks has been amazing. I really want to congratulate. McConaughey boats have been phenomenal. I mean, the repairs those guys have pulled off have been phenomenal. And Southern Spar, North Sails, the support with the rig and getting the mast all put back together in one piece, and our whole shore crew team headed up by Paul McGee and all the guys. I mean, they've done a phenomenal job. So to have Wild Oats in tomorrow's big boat race it's quite a remarkable effort, and we're looking forward to putting on a good show out there.
Did you do a post-mortem on actually what went wrong and what happened?
Yeah. Oh, look, we still don't really know. It's a difficult thing to actually pinpoint, but there was a failure there, and in hindsight, everyone's a genius, and I think it was probably going to end up failing there anyway at some stage. So the repairs been very focused around making that part of the mast a lot stronger in the boat. And
was it a whisker pole?
Well, look, we don't know. We just don't know. But it's today it's about 35% stronger than what it was before it happened. So I think that's a good thing. And looking forward to tomorrow and hopefully making it to Hobart.